What is up, guys? Here with another video. In today's video, guys, I'm here to discuss the cancellation of Mayor of Kingstown. Now, Mayor of Kingstown has probably just come off its best season. It's definitely one of my favorite shows I enjoy watching on TV these days. I tried to review it on this channel, but apparently either the quality of my video wasn't that great or you guys just don't watch the show. But I highly recommend it. But anyway, I wanted to discuss the cancellation because it just didn't add up. It just didn't make sense. I mean, I saw at one point that this show has this season had 100% on Rotten Tomato, which, you know, that's very hard to do. And so it just didn't make sense for them to get rid of it. And so basically what is being reported, and I will leave a link to the articles where I got this information from. But it is said that the show was officially canceled by the chair of direct consumers for Paramount, Cindy Holland. So Cindy Holland came in and decided, you know, this is the end. And she's only been on the job for a year. But of course, this definitely has to come up the chain. And who's in charge there? It's none other than David Ellison. David Ellison, apparently, from what I've researched and found out, that he's not the biggest fan of Taylor Sheridan. Matter of fact, he feels Taylor Sheridan is a little bit too controlling. And you know, I think the start of their rift, I think, happened with because initially what happened was when they made the deal with Skydance, you know, the big wig sat down with Taylor Sheridan and to assure him, hey man, you're in good hands. You're in good hands. You know, we got different management, but we want the ship to keep sailing. And so I guess things were cool in the beginning when they made the deal with Sundance. Now, fast forward, there's been like a chain of events that have just caused this relationship to deteriorate. You know, we have it's being alleged that Taylor Sheridan, one of his projects, was shut down, and he wasn't too thrilled about that. I believe the project was Capture the Flag, excuse me. I think that was the property. Also, I think the thing that jumped it off and started these guys on the bad foot was David Ellison, who is tight with Donald Trump. He's boys with the president, with the next year being the 250th anniversary of America's independence, or, you know, as a nation, us being a nation. He wanted a series. He wanted to make a series. He wanted to have Taylor Sheridan quarterback this series for him. And Taylor Sheridan pushed back against it because he's like, hey, I don't want to put anything out that's overly political, which I guess you could probably make the argument that Yellowstone is lean more conservative, but he says that, and when I say he, I'm talking about Taylor Sheridan, that he makes a conscious effort to show both sides. So I'm in the camp that Yellowstone tends to lean more conservative. It doesn't take away a fact that it is a good show. I mean, that is the case, but I think publicly, he wants to be apolitical. I think that's what he's going for. And I think that's your safest route when you're in Hollywood, you know, just, you know, stay apolitical. And so that happened. So right then you got the boss man, the guy who's in charge, not too happy with you, the guy that makes all the decisions. So like I said, once again, that happened. Also, we have the situation that happened with the show Lioness. You know, they were going back and forth about budget, you know, because if you watch that show, it's a pretty expensive show. The things they do on the show, it's a good show. But Sheridan wanted more money for the budget of the show. All of a sudden, Paramount's starting to say no to him. And not only do they do that, they also cast Nicole Kidman in another show. I believe the show is entitled Deceit, while she's still a major cast member on the show Lioness, which will cause most likely shooting issues because she'll be filming one show. And we all know what happened with him and Kevin Costner that caused the fallout between those guys. It turned into a whole thing with availability that ultimately soured their relationship and really affected the way the show goes. So Taylor Sheridan took that as a slight, a disrespect. I don't blame him. I do not blame him on that. You didn't even consult with me before you did this. You just put her in the show, and she's a main star on one of my shows that's making you money. The thing about when I think of Taylor Sheridan and Paramount, like I've said this before, he is the only reason why I have a Paramount Plus subscription. If his shows were to be gone, I'm out of there. Because what do they have to offer you? Star Trek? I mean, that franchise is dead. It's dead. I'm not even what do they call them? Trekkies? I'm not even a Trekkie, but I know people who are in that world of Star Trek, and they said it's dead. They don't even bother. They don't watch it. Too much identity politics and everything that's going on today is ruining it. It's not even worth the watch, not even worth the time. To me, Taylor Sheridan, man, I mean, he's the reason.
I'm the reason y'all got this fucking money in the first place.
That Paramount is where it's at right now. And so eventually he's decided to leave. He decided to part ways from Paramount, and he's going to NBC Universal. So at this point, Paramount's not doing it. He has no new projects. They have not greenlit anything new from him. And that's where I get to this is the petty part of it. Because what do we always say? Man, it's about the money. It's all about the money. Because if it was truly all about the money, you'd be like, okay, I got this guy for what, the next 3 or 4 years? Look, if I was in charge, let's just say if P was in charge, I'm the head of Paramount, and Taylor Sheridan's come up to me, and let's say we've had a falling out. He wants to move on, and I got him for the next 3 or 4 years. Cool. All right. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Even if I don't like the guy, I'm going to pimp him out. I'm going to have him putting out projects, 3 or 4 projects a year until he's gone. And I'm going to make all the money off of him before he's gone. And that's why like I said, a lot of this, at least when you get to this level, people with power and things like that, it's not even about the money. It's ego and pride. And that's all this is. This is an ego thing. Because if it's truly about the money, this guy is a proven entity that is making money for you guys. He made money. He's the reason why people are tuning in to your app. Now, I think now with them getting the UFC, they're probably feeling themselves like, yo, we got the UFC. So if you want to go, that's fine. I also think this is a part of, I want to say like higher ups, like these suits, just getting involved with creator business. Like, I get it. You're the money people. You're the money man, but I think a great like producer or somebody that's in charge of a studio, their gift is to find the talent and then have the wherewithal to take a step back and let the talent do what it needs to do to make you money. Yes. I mean, that's why you have producers. Your producers go in and maybe they can give feedback, and you guys got to work together. But this right here, what David Ellison's doing is straight. It's an ego thing. It's pride. Because like I told you, if P was in charge and I had a falling out with Taylor Sheridan, well, I'm pimping him out. Well, first off, if I was in charge, he ain't going nowhere because I'm going to give him just about everything he wants because I see what this guy is doing for us. But unfortunately, we're going to lose him, and he's going to NBC Universal, which if he keeps putting out what he's doing now, shoot, I'll be right over there, and Paramount Plus will probably be canceled, because my kids don't really fool with it or watch it. It's mainly just me watching his shows on Paramount Plus. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to take some brief time to talk about this and just how Mayor of Kingstown got screwed over in all this. Just to kind of wrap this up, Mayor of Kingstown was a casualty, caught astray, because Taylor Sheridan didn't want Mayor of Kingstown canceled. I think he was going to keep Mayor of Kingstown going for another 2 or 3 seasons until he left. But once again, the pettiness kicked in and you got rid of your show, one of your shows that is not only popular with the people, but it's critically acclaimed. I mean, it's like I said, it's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, um, so yeah, there you have it. So I just wanted to get my thoughts about this because, like I said, I enjoyed the show and I enjoy Taylor Sheridan. So yeah, with that being said, everybody, it's your boy P signing off. And before I get out here, guys, like I always say, if it's for 1 minute, 5 minutes, or the whole damn video, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view my content. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe, smash the like, and get in the comments. And guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Also, hey guys, be safe out there and take care of yourself because we got the day. What's that movie from the early 2000s with Jake Gyllenhaal? The Day After Tomorrow is coming upon us here in the next couple days. Like for the next 3 days, we're gonna be living through the day after tomorrow. So if you're in those affected areas, guys, I'm in one of them. I'm in the Midwest, so it looks like I'm getting hit with just a ton of snow. But those of you further south, yeah, guys, just I hope everything. Prayers are out to you guys, and I hope you're all stocked up and you guys are all safe. So, with that being said, everybody, it's your boy P sign off, and guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.